Making a skull mug handle. So just get a roll of clay. Um, it should feel comfortable in your hand. Remember, clay shrinks, so don't make it too skinny. And I'm just holding mine up to my skull mug here, and it goes over the top a little bit, which is fine. Anyways, when you're rolling it, I think it's kind of good to have it be uneven. And then I'm going to turn these ends into bones. I mean, bone ends. The whole thing is a bone, right? Why not? So I'm kind of squeezing it together and then putting a little notch in it. Like chicken bones, kind of. There. These don't take that long. And then, it's a little uneven, but hey, I think the more kind of funky you make these skull mugs, I think the better they look. That's me. Because after all, you're making a skull out of dirt. All right, so now you want to kind of hold it up. I guess this is a right-handed mug. But you could also make a left-handed mug. I don't know, it's looking a little... There's some cracking right up there. Again, I don't mind that cracking. That's just the clay being maybe a little bit dry. It should be fine. And in fact, that'll look cool with the glazing. Like how I've got that kind of dry looking cracking with this guy right here. The cracking in the handle looks good, I think. So now, holding it up, and it looks pretty good to me. So, depending on how wet your clay is, and actually, this being a handle, you want to be diligent about scoring and slipping, especially on the top, because that's really where the weight of the skull mug is held up by the handle. So putting water, you can use slip also. The point is you kind of wiggle it on there. See how the water bubbled out? I don't know if you can see that from this angle, but anyways, the water kind of splooged out a little bit. And I know I've got a good connection. I'm just going to make sure I still have that knobby looking bone, which incidentally could be a little place to put your thumb when you're drinking. And then I'm going to attach the bottom. Water in both places. And I'm using a push pin to score. What the heck? The idea is to create grooves that the water or slip will then kind of be forcing to create kind of a vacuum and a connection that won't break. And, all right, this whole thing is still kind of wet, so I'm not going to worry about it too much. I can come back and kind of do a little bit more detailing on it, should I want to do that when it's dry. But notice how funky and asymmetrical he is. I think that's good in a skull mug.